The beginning of the movie, we are shown a man named Chris Cole, who is famous all over the world for his superhero role. He is an excellent actor. Then we see Zara, who is stuck in traffic and mumbling to herself. He'll understand. Anyone would understand. I actually left on time. Meanwhile, Chris is shown having lunch with his girlfriend. He says to her, "We should take a big step together." Just then, the waiter comes to take the order. Chris quickly sends a text message to Zara. Zara's phone rings, and the message says, "Where the hell are you? Get here fast or else you'll lose your job." Actually, Zara has a gift with her that Chris needs right now. Zara somehow manages to handle this task. Then Chris starts telling his girlfriend, "Look, I have a new movie coming. I'll be completely drowned in work, so it's better for us if we break up." After that, Chris gives his girlfriend a pair of earrings as a gift. That's how he breaks up with her. Next, Chris and Zara are shown in a car. Chris is very happy. He starts scolding Zara. "Where the hell were you? Looking at your negligence, I feel like I should fire you right away." Zara replies, "Then do it. That's what I want." From this, it feels like Zara is not happy with her job. Here we also learn that Chris is not at all happy with the story of his next movie. That's why he told Zara to find a good writer who can rewrite the script and make it better. Chris also tells Zara to go to his ex-girlfriend's house and collect his old belongings. Zara doesn't want to do this at all. I mean, is there anything worse than going to someone's ex's house to bring back their stuff? Then we see Zara's grandmother and Zara's mother, Brooke Harwood. Brooke is a writer. Brooke tells her mother, "Everything I write feels useless to me." Zara's grandmother says, "No, it's very beautiful." Brooke replies, "I haven't written anything in a long time. I'm scared to write." Then the grandmother says, "You're a good mother, a good writer. You raised Zara very well." Then grandmother asks, "Why do you write?" Brooke says, "To understand everything. Since Zara's father died, nothing makes sense to me." Grandmother says, "Why don't you write about him?" Brooke replies, "Even if I do, I won't let you read it." Grandmother laughs and says, "Why not?" Then we see Zara coming home and asking her mom, "Mom, how old were you when your first book got published?" Mom says, 29. Zara replies, "I don't know when I'll ever do something good." Mom says, "No, you have a job, you're hardworking, you're smart." From this conversation, we understand that Zara compares herself to her mom. Mom also says, "Chris is training you to handle his company, right?" Zara says, "Yes, he is, but sometimes it feels like he forgets." Mom says, "Then tell him, speak up for yourself. Just because he's famous doesn't mean he can do whatever he wants." In the next scene, Zara is shown in her bedroom. Chris calls her and says, "Go to the supermarket." For the sake of her job, Zara has to go and buy everything from the list Chris gave. Then we see Zara at her friend Stella's house. Stella is also a writer. Zara tells her, "Fix Chris's script." Stella replies, "I don't think I can write a superhero movie, and I don't want to work on another writer's script either." After this conversation, Zara goes to Chris's house. She sees that Chris has changed the main gate password. When Zara calls him, Chris says, "Yes, I changed the password. I called you so many times last night." Zara replies, "I was in a meeting with a writer, so I couldn't pick up." Chris angrily says, "Because of your nonsense, I feel like firing you right now. And if you haven't brought my stuff from my ex's house, then your job is definitely gone." Zara gets angry and jumps over the gate, barges inside, and in a totally freaking mood says, "Fine, I'm quitting this job. That's why I came inside. To say it right to your face. Yes, I quit." Chris is shocked. He thinks, if she quits, all my work will stop. Chris tries to calm her down. "You can't just quit like this." But Zara says, "Why should I work for someone who treats me like I'm staring down the barrel of a gun?" This way, nothing works out between them. Zara quits her job.
After resigning, Zara calms down a little outside. Back at home, her mom asks, "What happened? Why does your face look like that?" Zara says, "Nothing, just a little tired today." Just then, Zara's friend Jenny comes in and says, "There should be a party today. Zara quit her job." But Zara changes the topic because she hasn't yet told her mom about quitting. Jenny motivates her a little and then leaves. Finally, Zara tells her mom, "I quit my job. Now I don't know what to do. Please tell me, what should I do?" Mom says, You already know what to do. Deep down, you know yourself. Zara gets annoyed and walks away. Meanwhile, Chris is extremely tense about his work. He can't figure out what to do. He says, "This is going to kill me." Then Chris goes to Zara's house. At that time, Zara's mom was cleaning the house. Chris rings the bell, but no one responds. He sees the gate open and walks inside. Zara's mom thinks, has a thief broken in? She almost attacks him, then realizes it's Zara's boss. Zara's mom says, Zara went out. She'll be a little late. Chris replies, I can wait for a while. Zara's mom says, yes, you can wait. Then the two of them start having a little casual talk about Zara. During the conversation, there begins to form a sort of liking between them. Meanwhile, Zara and Stella are shown. Stella is walking with her dog. Zara says, my? Anyway, Zara's mom gives Chris a book. Chris notices many awards in the room. He asks, what are these awards for? Zara's mom replies, I'm a writer. At the same time, Zara calls her grandmother and says, I can't become a writer because my mom is already a writer. Grandmother says, hey, don't compare yourself with your mom. Tell me, what makes you happy? In the middle of this conversation, let's come to the main point. The bird has flown away. Whatever is happening between Chris and Zara's mom, you will understand just by watching. Zara returns home, looks around, and then goes upstairs. As soon as she opens the door, oh my God! What had to happen, happened. Seeing this scene, Zara faints, actually bangs her head on a pillar. In the hospital, Zara tells her mom, isn't he 20 years younger than you? Mom replies, 16 years. From their conversation, it becomes clear that Zara's mom doesn't feel bad about it. At that moment, Chris comes to the clinic. The doctor there is a big fan of Chris. Zara becomes even angrier, completely furious. On the way back home, Chris tells Zara, if I make you the associate producer of this movie, will you work for me? Zara replies, what you did with my mom should never happen again. Chris promises nothing like that will happen. The next day, Chris is shooting his movie. At night, he messages Zara's mom for dinner. At first, Zara's mom gives a complicated answer, but then agrees to go for dinner. Meanwhile, Zara and Stella are fixing Chris's movie script. Chris tells Zara's mom, what happened between us will not happen again. Zara's mom says, yes, it shouldn't happen. Chris says, after dinner, let's go for cake. Eating cake romantically, once again, an intimate scene happens between them. Zara's mom says, look, never break my heart, never lie to me, never exaggerate anything. When she returns home, she sees a message from Chris and smiles. Zara makes a noise from the side. Mom says, look, it's about Chris. Don't think badly. We just went for dinner. Zara says, just dinner? Nothing else? Mom says, yes, just dinner. Zara doesn't believe her mom at all. Zara calls her friend and says, what is my mom doing? Zara's mom, on the other hand, calls her grandmother and says, I lied to my daughter. I don't feel good. Next, we see Zara's mom and Chris spending a lot of time together. During Chris's shooting scene, his low-effort acting doesn't impress the director. Chris is told that he can act better. When Zara returns home, her mom quickly says, bye, and goes out. Zara says, yeah, you're in such a hurry. Zara talks with her friend. They say, Chris has found a new writer, but he didn't tell me. After hearing this, Zara feels very bad. She goes to her mother's room and discovers that the new writer is none other than her mom. Her mom is writing Chris's movie script.
Zara and her friend go to a party. There, a huge fight starts between Zara and her mom. In the middle of the fight, Zara's mom compares Chris with Zara's father. This makes Zara furious. Zara's mom says, please don't force me to choose between the two of you. Zara says, I had kept Stella as the writer to rewrite Chris's movie, but Chris chose you. You're writing the movie and I didn't even know. In the heat of the fight, Zara says, if this continues, I'll leave the house. Her mom slips and says, then why did you even come back home? These words hit Zara emotionally very hard. Zara leaves the house and goes to her friend's place. She says, I feel so strange. Feels like both of them have betrayed me. Zara's mom goes to her mother-in-law's house for Christmas preparations. The two of them discuss whether Chris should be invited for Christmas. Zara's mom says, Zara won't tolerate it at all. Grandmother says, convincing Zara is my responsibility. Zara also comes for Christmas. She tells her grandmother, "Do you know, Mom compared Chris with Dad?" Grandmother explains, "Look, your mom is your mother, but don't forget she is also a woman."
Zara sees Chris coming here. She gets very angry. Grandmother says, "I called him, it's my fault," and then says, "Look, when your father died, you were 13 years old. Nothing was easy for your mother. If you are not happy with this, then at least pretend to be happy." Some scenes shift. After that, Chris, Zara, her mom and grandmother have dinner together. After dinner, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law talk about Chris. Zara's mom says, "I don't want anything like Zara's father." And she says, "My relationship with Zara's father was not right. Before his death, our relationship had become such that he wanted a divorce. Before our toxic relationship came in front of people, his death happened. That's why nobody knows anything." About Chris, Zara's mom says, "I don't want to keep any hope. If something bad happens, I will completely break down." Everyone celebrates Christmas together. While leaving for home, Zara goes to put the bag in the car and sees Chris's bag a little open. Inside the chain, she sees those earrings. Seeing this, Zara becomes completely shocked because when Chris breaks up with someone, he gifts earrings. Zara returns home and tells Chris, "Wow, what a game you played. You cheated me too." Zara takes out those earrings from Chris's bag and tells her mom, "When Chris breaks up with someone, he gifts earrings, and this time to break up with you, Chris already bought earrings." Zara also says, "Did Chris take you to New York Street?" Hearing this, Zara's mom believes Zara because nobody knew about the New York Street matter. When Zara says this, her mom completely believes. She tells Chris to leave. Chris had no option. He was not even given a chance to say anything. So Chris leaves. After this incident, Zara goes to her friend's house. She says, "I don't know where to start. I can't say what happened today." Then her friend says, "Will you shut up for a minute?" Actually, this friend of Zara's broke up 10 days ago. Zara says, "But I saw everything fine between you two." Friend says, "Nothing was fine. You only talked about yourself, only about your own feelings. You never asked me what was going on inside me, what was happening with me. Even now you're only talking about yourself. I don't want to hear this. I am not in that mood." These words hurt Zara a lot. She starts crying and leaves from there. Here comes the climax of the movie. Zara, along with most of the characters in the movie, goes into a melancholic mood. Everyone is sad. Somehow this year passes. In the happiness of the new year, forgetting everything, Zara goes to her friend's house. There she enjoys a little. After the New Year celebration is over, Zara goes to Chris. Chris is crying then. He says, "I play the role of a hero, but I should play the role of a villain. I am a villain. Yes, I bought earrings to break up with your mother because this is my habit. I feel like I am not worthy of love. But I thought maybe this is not right. I had forgotten about those earrings, which were in my bag. And about New York Street, hey, you also know, I go there to escape from photographers. And now you're also leaving your job. I don't know what I should do." Hearing this, Zara says, "I'm sorry. Before I leave, I will fix everything." After that, Zara takes Chris to the shopping mall. There, Chris sees everyone behaving normally. Nobody's taking pictures. Nobody's shouting selfie, selfie. Everything is just like ordinary people. Meanwhile, Zara's grandmother comes to the shopping mall with Zara's mom. She says, "I have dementia. Will you bring dragon fruit from the shopping mall for me? Eating this cures dementia." Zara's mom goes inside the shopping mall. Chris, seeing everything normal, shops with an open heart. While taking an apple, he drops many apples. Then Chris sees Zara's mom. Zara says, "These are not normal, so these are not perfect either. I have been too involved among you all these days. That's why I want to come out of all this. Yes, this was my plan. I did all this. I told grandmother to send you inside the shopping mall. So I am saying sorry. I am apologizing." While Zara is leaving, after fixing all this, a woman asks, "Is Chris Cole inside?" Zara says, "I didn't see him. I saw my mom and a boyfriend." Saying this, Zara leaves. Finally, at the end of the movie, Zara becomes a producer, and the movie ends here.